Hello! Today we're going to be playing the new map Abyss. Isn't that right, Kitty? Look how excited she is. Oh, Jesus. Okay, chill. But yeah, we're gonna play the new map Abyss. I'm gonna go through the map, show you all the gimmicks of it, you know, what it looks like, what you can do on the map, and then of course, in true Grim fashion, I'm gonna show you all the cool sage wall. Let's get right into it. So this is the spawn. Let me just give you like a perspective of what this actually is. So, you know, you spawn here. This is defense. You can go left side to A, and if you're retaking, there's the secret jump. The way they described it to me was if you're retaking, let's say you have a teammate coming here, you can double peek with the guy back there, right? So it's a different way to retake. It's a lot safer than having to go this way because you could die from here. That's where this attackers can come from. It's like fracture going up the rope. Very, very similar to fracture or retake. But you can come from this back angle and you don't have to be exposed to it. Oh yeah, you can't jump off during spawn barrier. So yeah, the barriers in this map right now. So for defense, it's right. You can't only see it, but it's right here. One right here. There's one for the vent on tower. So you can, in defense, you can insta break the vent. And there's two vents on this map. This one and this one to get you into mid. And I'll show you all mid in a second. But yeah, so the vent you can't break until spawn barrier is dropped. And then the spawn barrier for A is right here. You know, I can't walk past this. They have this really cool jump you could do with every character if you're good at movement, of course. They make around this. But they can't do that, which is good. So it makes it more defense oriented. I'll show you later. You can sage wall, and there's a really cool sage wall with this wall. They showed us a cool play where you jump off and you TP in the back, you see? So let's say you smoke this, you TP behind him. Pretty sick plays you can make with this character. You know what I mean? I think this map is really cool. There's a lot of like neat things you could do with the edges. You could legit just, you know, obviously, you know, fall off. The plant spots are really funny. They showed us that you can, let's say you have a planter here. You could throw a satchel and just pop someone off the map as they're planting. So that's pretty funny. I want to show you all a cool post plant you can do with sage as well later on. You could jump over here and you have a pretty cool angle on this. You know, so if you're holding from attack post plant, it can pick you here. So yeah, interesting stuff. This is no pen, so just a full box that you can play behind. But yeah, that's A site. When you're scaling, you know, you see all this, and then you see left side. Again, they can jump around, so I'm assuming just to watch out for that. I haven't seen people play it yet, so I'm excited to see how it's gonna work. Yeah, A site, pretty simple. The take is pretty simple on A. This one seems pretty unforgiving because there's just so much like things to clear. You know what I mean? Like they could be up there, through there, so they could be here, they could be down here. There's just a lot of 50-50s, I feel like. You could be on this, and then this really hard tucking angle right here. Seems pretty unforgiving. You can spam it though, so that's good. But this one is pretty tough too, and you could up down with the guy here. It's a pretty gnarly take on this site, especially with the sage walls I show y'all. But we'll see. We'll see how it plays out. All right, let's go back to spawn like we're on defense, and I'm gonna show you guys B take. You know, this is a spawn. You come right into B. You can either go into mid or through B, and this is just what the mid angle looks like. I'll go into detail more, but you're covering that. I don't know if you can spam it, I think. Yeah, so it's spammable, but you know, have that cover. They have stairs over there that go up there and here. But B site, this is I enjoy this site a lot. This site looks really fun to play on. You can go either into havent, which has, you know, this little nook space where you can play for the jump up and the window that they have and just the overall peeking. So there's a lot of spots you can play to just isolate fights, which I like. It's good. You can play over here, which hides you from nest, holds this angle and the jump up. And I want to show you all the jump up real quick. This is not spammable, so you can play under here. I feel like this is gonna be a very like popular play spot for a lot of sentinels that have the site holding, just because you have a lot of cover and you can play off a lot of utility. I feel like this is the other skill jump. It's not very hard, but another jump you could do for a flank, or if you're holding. I feel like a lot of people will route this way, coming from up here. You know, peeking on the site, dropping down, and then going for the jump. There's a cool sage wall I figured out that makes this so hard for them, but I'll show you all when I do that. So that's pretty cool. I think the spawn barriers, let me show you off the spawn barriers for this. It's just one line across, but the defenders get there first, so the defense will be able to take space on this jumping spot, you see? Like pretty fast compared to they are, because they go from here, so they have to walk a bit of distance to be able to see you. So I feel like the defenders will like play this angle a lot, you know, like here, and just kind of do this But yeah, BC is pretty chill. There's not too much. Defenders can jump on this box. There's a couple of sage rolls that you can do on the site, which is pretty cool. This is a pretty good angle, I feel like, for defenders to just hold down this jump. This jump up is going to be very popular, I feel like, just doing that. But you can hold this, back up, hold this, and you have cover. It's not symbol, I don't think. A lot of defenders will play here, probably here on that box, and then either early push up, take space here. You can't, I figured out you can't beat them. They'll see you first if you try to do this. So generally people will probably just stay here and hold the nest swing. I think the set's really good. It's a very well designed map, I feel like. The only thing I gotta show y'all is mid. For mid on defense, you have to here, so right in front of this rope where you could take a fight over the stairs, or you go right side and you could take full space here. And attack, they don't really see they see just a big staircase, so you definitely have first line of sight on defense, which is good. But yeah, there's just a lot of mid fights that'll happen. Very hectic. I feel like people like want to smoke that and take space on defense, or same thing with attack. You know, you smoke this off. You can take this vent space. So let's say you're on attack, you know, you come here, take space stairs, get clear of this angle, see if they're there. And then I think people will do like something like this, similar to this, where they'll smoke that corner off and try to take space with the smoke and clear angles, and then maybe go for a B split. So they break the vent. This is the vent space. The one thing with vent though is, remember, they can break this thing off rip. Vent's very weak. It's only 2 knife hits. It's gonna be really fun. I think like overall this map has a lot of like mid pressure into splits the site. Just a lot of stuff mid that you could do, and I think it's gonna be very fun to just mess around with, pretty much. So I think I'll just start with A again and show you all everything that I've cooked in my brain. There could be more later on. Kind of just chose what I thought would be good. Not too sure if it's finalized or the best, but starting off with this one, this one's not the best. Yeah, it's honestly easy, but I don't know how good this angle is. What I want to see is if you can see over this smoke. I'm sure defenders will, attackers will want to smoke this off and probably this off. So I was curious to see if the wall will peek over the smoke. I'm not sure, but maybe. I have to see it in the team environment first. This wall would be really cool. You come around here, you make it straight, and you could peek into a post plant. So if they're like, a lot of people I'm sure will scale into sight, come through here, and kind of hold for their teammates. It was a good head glitch here. I'm thinking retaking would be good with this wall. Like if you just wall right side, cuts off the angle right side, so you can kind of just do this peek first. And then if you're close, you could either jump up or, you know, hold for the default swings. Good head angle here. Only have to really worry about this, or if they swing close. Have your teammates hold that. If you're attacking, I think this would be pretty funny. You one-way wall, and then you, well, first you plant here, right? Plant in the very corner. I think like right here. If you have sight early, let's say you looked on A, and you do that one-way wall and you play off, you just spam them. I think that'd be pretty funny, pretty chill. I'm not too sure how good that'll be. I think the reason I think it'd be really good though is because they can't go left and right, or because they'll fall off and perish. It'll force them to kind of either stick it or like run back, which will eventually make them have to break the wall, which is good for post plant. So yeah, that's gonna be funny. For another one, you can do a wall like this. Come into here, look just anywhere on this line, and just jump crouch wall. You just jump around. And you can have your teammates break that. That's what I'm hoping. Like have a teammate there break these two. Because if they break these two, they can't see it at all. And you kind of just hold this angle here. Or you play off and wait for them to run onto sight. You see what I mean? Remember, you get the spawn barrier off rip right here, so you can kind of just sit here. When the barrier drops, you insta wall here. And you hold their pushes. And you can play off. You know, play this angle when they run in eventually. Hide again. You know what I mean? It's just so hard for them to clear you. And then they try picking you here. That's gonna be really fun to use. You could do like a default long wall towards this area. I don't know how good this will be. I think if I ask for a smoke, I'd be able to see over the smoke a little bit. Like if I ask for like probably like right here actually, I'd be able to see the smoke and just get a couple of kills. Hop down, play behind here. You know, just mess around. This wall I think will be really strong, just because of how aggressive this tuck is. Like I was saying earlier, you know, you wall here. Make sure it's fully into the wall, so it's long. Just like look at this, bro. Like. They can only peek this angle. They can't unless, and you can hear this vent break, so you don't have to worry about your flank at all unless they of course run through their entire spawn. Look how crazy this is on their side. Wait, have someone hold this. Like you can't see this wall. Like if you're locked into your crosshair, you're not gonna be looking, you know what I mean? It's just crazy. Not sure if they can hear this wall. Maybe they can. We'll have to see. I'll test it with Jonas, but yeah, it looks very strong. Looks very strong. Playing like an angle like this. If you're attacking, you can come here, kind of like fracture. If y'all know the window wall, just do this and play here. If they start breaking the wall, you just come here and kill them. or you just hold spawn. It's a pretty good wall. Let's see. Okay. So you can still see deep. I'd say don't use this wall on defense. I'd say stick with it on attack. Attack is really good. For attacking, you could also do this to catch them off guard. You know what I mean? You kind of just like own them from dip, and they can come back because they won't expect you to be able to make this jump in the first place. And there could be a guy on this angle too, so you can, on this close angle, like holding this, so you can catch him off guard as well. Let's say you're on defense, defense on A. You kind of just put a wall through here. Honestly, I think straight was just the best. So you just straight wall for your Jet or Raze or Omen or whoever TP gets up here somehow. On defense, you get up here and you break this one or these two. So this is good for defense. You could hold this angle. It'd be pretty crazy for them to clear this. See what I mean? So this map is really cool. A lot of creative things you can do with just it being on the edge of a cliff, pretty much. A lot of updrafting will be happening for sure. They have this beam just for Sovos, like Sova darts and like fade lineups and stuff, so that's pretty cool. This side of the map is pretty chill. On attack, you could also do this. You know, wall here. Clear these guys close. And you can jump up, clear deeper. And then if you need to drop down, you could always jump back up, which is pretty good. Always on wall. That's pretty much it for this side of the map. Obviously, over time, probably learn more about it. But this is what I got cooked up so far. But yeah, chat, let me know down below what you guys think of the map. I'm curious on the total reception of this map. I like it personally. I think this map is very refreshing. There's not many maps like it in terms of how open everything is. So yeah, let me know what y'all think. A couple things be, you know, you can't get on this wall unless you have like a jet. But I was thinking you do a wall like this and have a jet updraft. And you hold the push from sight. Could be pretty silly if you're on defense. Put that off rip, have them holding, well, not off rip, but like when they're running up. So yeah, up here you can do a wall like this that I think will be pretty good. Essentially just holding the jump in again, like I said earlier, while also being able to hook over this box, which is an angle they won't expect at all, because if they're running in looking either here or clearing, or they're probably looking here, to be honest, so they won't be looking up there, which is really good. It's really hard to know how good the walls are until you get in the game, but this one seems pretty good. Probably break the one behind you first, so it's less of them to see. Okay, so this one seems pretty funny. Hold a really wide angle on this guy and this guy. Probably ask for a smoke here, just because it's too much to watch. But holding this would be really strong, just because they're going to be running across. Probably just solo, swinging. Down here, I think this would be pretty good. Wall like this. And play on this like headshot angle. Jump up, you could hang this angle too. Same, it's pretty good on this side too, where you're like a little bit past the bridge. You know, they'll see the shoulder, but it's a pretty good first shot you can get off. Doing a close wide angle on these guys. I actually think this angle is a lot better than this one, to be honest, just because you're closer. And the rule of thumb for sage walls, I don't know if I've ever explained this to y'all, but the rule of thumb with sage walls is to be as close to the enemy as possible while being as high as possible. So field of view, if you're farther from an enemy, it's less to move your mouse to headshot, basically. So if I'm closer, they're gonna have to make a more of an adjustment to hit me, as if like if I'm back there doing that, you know what I mean? This action is easier than this action, if that makes sense. And if you do the other way, I don't know how good this will be. Having this will be pretty good, I feel like, just for a first kill, jump down, you know. You could even play behind your wall. Let's say take that angle, try to get a kill, drop down. You know, doing a wall like this is really good. Make sure you break the front wall though, so when they run up, they don't see it. And then when they eventually do get up, you know, like I said, you're closer to them, so they make more of an adjustment to try to hit you, so you have a better chance of winning that fight. This is the one I was talking about earlier with the stopping this. You could do two. One's very much better than the other one, but one's funnier. So this is the funny one. You know, you one-way it off, so they obviously can't make the jump anymore. You can play back here behind cover and kind of just pop shots with their toenails. You know, they can see you, so it's not a true one-way. They can definitely see you. But I think if you're holding it, you'll have a way better chance of winning the fight. You run up, and I think general rule of thumb, you want it to be like poking through the bottom. That's how you know it's right. And you jump on it. This wall is really strong, I think, because you could hold this while getting cover, and then all while you could jump down and they can't jump back up. You know, show yourself jumping down, show yourself throwing a slow, jumping back up, you know, playing around your util, all while they can't do that. It's very strong. So that will be a very strong wall, I think. I'm not too sure what this is about on attack. I know you can see through this, but like what I'm thinking they're trying to do is, you know, how it's barriered here. So, you know, you push, take space, try to take this space. And if they're not fighting here, you could kind of flank the flanker that would go nest, you know? Maybe. Did a wall like this. And then fought this guy that tries to jump. Maybe. I think you could do I mean, this one won't really be good. Just because they'll be able to see you first. But if you play here, you can get a little nasty. Oh, wait. Can you play here? No. Nope. You'd have to play on this box with that box. So this is the best box. I'm learning just the same as y'all are. Let me do it here instead. I'm not sure what the push will look. Wait, I just realized. Can I see my head? Wait, this is actually kind of a cool wall because you could do a head glitch too. Wait, this one's pretty cool. I'd say keep this one on the notes. This could be pretty cool. And then you could even play on it too. Wait, this is not a bad wall. Can they sneak through it? Oh, and it blocks them off. Okay, this is a cool wall. Keep that one in the notes. That one's pretty cool. This wall's pretty okay. You know, you wall directly out. And the reason I like this wall a lot is because if you're on defense and you need a plant down, you could hold the post plant right here. So hold like an up down with the teammate here. I think that's the meta for this map. You play post plant deep, kind of like how you do it on Sunset B main. You know, you plant here towards the corner, and you just, you know what I mean, just absolutely obliterate these fools. So I think the way I'll play this map a lot is either A, I take space this way, and I wall like this. Obviously, I'd have a smoke here. There's no chance I'm doing that without a smoke. And because you can, I think that'll be the shot. You take the left side, or you take right side, and you smoke this off, and this off, up here. So you could just like continuously take the space while holding straight. And, you know, even on this side, just hold straight. But with this wall, you could jump in. You can hold this angle. I think that's their head right there. Yeah, so you can hold this angle on their head. Or this little headshot angle here. Or you can jump up and take space if it's like smoked and there's no one here. I think that wall will be very, very strong on defense. Even if, I mean, on attack. Even if you don't jump on it, just doing this and getting your free plant down will be very, very strong for your teammates. Because all they have to watch is this and this. They can jump up. That's the one thing you have to worry about. There's people doing this, but you'll hear it. Unless they shift. I think your teammates got you. You know, if they're holding back here, they got you. Going up here, walling here will be very good. Just good post plans, jumping up, messing around. That's pretty much of the site. All right, now the big cojones, the big guy, mid. So I'll just show you all mid from B. So this is attack. Attack, you could either, this is spawn. So you take here, or you take there. This is way slower because you'd have to run through the spawn barrier here, go up the rope. So basically what I'm telling you is this guy will be the first guy to peek you like all the time. So it's either from jumping, he's going to jump up here fast and peek you here, or he's going to go left side and peek you here. So if you're defending, you're essentially just holding this off rip and this off rip. The walls for this side are pretty crazy. I think this will be really strong on stage because what they're going to do is spawn barrier drops, they're going to run in, grab this rope, and that's where you get the kill on stage. Right, so when they're inaccurate, you can essentially murk them on this wall off rip. So spawn barrier drops for you. So that'll be very strong, I think. And you can also get an angle on this left guy. So this wall will be very strong for attack on bind or on mid. So keep that one in the notebooks. You could do the jump crouch on this guy, but it kind of ruins the headshot angle. You know, so I wouldn't do that one ever. Do into a wall like this. I think this wall is stronger for defense. So remember the spawn barrier is like right here in front of this one. So spawn barrier drops, you insta wall here. You have the angle on the stairs guys and these guys. So I think I'm gonna test it with Jonas later. But you get a boost. I think you can make it. It looks like the same height as the sunset one. You get boosted up here. So now you're up here. And you can do this all in pre-round because remember the barrier's like right here and here. So you can just insta, you know, when the round starts. insta headshot this guy. Because remember, the spawn barrier for them is right here. So this will be funny. I think this is gonna be a funny one to get kills with. You can insta peek, and you could also peek on this side over these little lamps. This is kind of nasty, actually. I want to show all this. The dev was saying that people would do this. They would play down here, chat. So what they would essentially do is just sit here and lurk. Obviously, it'll be inaccurate, but you just like sit here and then you just like catch timings. All right, let's do it. I'm here.
Dude,
What do you think about the map, though?
I think that this map has a higher skill cap than some of the other maps. I think you got to be more wary of your positioning. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of wallbang spots.
Yeah, I was just in the same thing.
The part where you can fall off the map is very interesting, I think. A backside plant on B with a breach ult might go dummy hard.
Yeah. That would be pretty sick.
Let's pretend like you're a defender, okay?
Yeah.
See what you think about this dart here. Like you're just like trying to peek for orb control and try to hide from this one.
Yeah, gets you off the angle. Wait, you want to do it again real quick?
Yeah. One more time.
Wall raised.
Oh my god, that's a devious angle.
And then you get this angle too. Did you hear the wall when you were back there?
No, I actually did.
Perfect. Yeah, that's what I was
Oh,
wondering.
that's sick, actually.
Oh yeah, I wanted to show you some Mitch. There's oh, that's one thing I was gonna. Can you boost on this box? I want to see if it's possible. It's like sunset. I'm not sure if it's too tall or not. Give me a new one. Okay, you can. Okay, I want you to go to the spawn barrier.
But what happens if I... Yeah, see, I have to like...
Yeah, I see you.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's one thing I was wondering. And then you can, but the thing with this one is you can peek right and left, which I think is cool anyway.
Ooh, yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
I guess the only thing is that you see the wall from both
Yeah.
sides.
Yeah.
So you're gonna be weary of the peaks, then it's like not a huge advantage.
Yeah, it's essentially just a one and get the fuck off. Go to the A spawn barrier wall again. I want to see if you hear this off rip. You hear that?
Heard that.
That's one that I was like scared about. It's kind of hard to know what's good and what's not until you actually get into the games.
Yeah.